What's up? I'm Dai, and this is my beautiful wife.
Megan.
We're the Nixons. We've been married for 10 and a half years. We've been together for about 11 and a half years. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we've been together happily. That's the main thing.
Yes.
So you're listening to a couple right now that is very happy in their relationship.
Yes,
a lot of people out there are giving horrible advice. They're not qualified because they're not happy and they're lying behind closed doors.
They're not even in a relationship.
Or that.
I've seen so many people that are not even in a relationship.
They're single. There's so many people selling programs to you right now that are single that literally know nothing about true love.
How to hold down a relationship, and they're not in a relationship.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. There's a few of them. There really is. So right now, we're not selling you anything. We're just talking to you. So I want you to really listen and get value here. This video should change a piece of your life right now.
Yes.
So today we're going to be discussing with you best friendship. And I'm going to let her take it away and tell you why best friendship is the foundation of everything. We both believe that, and we want to break down what friendship is and all that. So please discuss that with them.
So before we get into why it's the foundation, I think it's important to see where we're at right now in society with friendship.
Just in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
just friends, people in general. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a lost art, honestly. I feel like it's a lost art that not a lot of people take serious anymore. So it's not in relationships. Friendship is not something that's discussed in relationships at all. And then when it is friend to friend, peer to peer, like this, you're not getting a real friend. There's so many people that call themselves friends or best friend, and they're not best friends. They're just kind of I guess with associates.
Okay, let me ask you a question then, based off of that. What is not a friend, not a real friend, and a real friend? Can you give me not a real friend first and then real friend?
Yeah. I mean, not a real friend, and it doesn't have to be anybody bad, but it's just someone that you meet and you guys may have a couple things in common, or you may be for girls, it's oh, she's pretty, we should hang out, we have fun.
Or guys sports, guys like to link up over sports, video games, couple things. I don't watch sports, but yeah.
Just surface level things, and it could be something that you resonate with, or we both like to go out and have fun.
Yeah,
that's my best friend, and it's no, that's not your best friend.
Cute pictures for the internet and all that. Yeah.
We both get cute outfits, we both pull guys, we both like to have fun. That does not mean that's your best friend. A best friend is someone that's there during the hard times. That's there when you might not even like each other, but they're I'm still gonna hold you down because this is my best friend, a ride or die. And that is rare. I've never experienced that. That is rare to come by. I've never experienced that in a girlfriend relationship. I've experienced that with my husband, but not where it's no matter what, this is my best friend, because we relate on so many different areas, and we just see each other. This is me. This is my person.
Yeah, same with me with guys. I've never had that.
It's just super rare to come by, and I think that people are probably so lonely nowadays that they're just willing to settle for any type of connection.
Friendship.
Any type of connection or friendship, because it's just I need somebody. I need somebody to go out with. I need somebody to hang out with. I need someone to come over and talk to. I need somebody to call. So we're both lonely right now, or it's we've both known each other a long time. This is my best friend, but by default, and it's just that's not a best friend.
That's lame.
Yeah, best friend is so rare. So
so why is it important then in a relationship to have exactly that?
I was about to say that. Yeah, it's important because that's the same foundation. It's you still see each other here, and you're this is my best friend. I'm not gonna harm this person. I'm not gonna hurt this person. Or even if you accidentally or purposely do, it's dang, why'd I do that? That's my best friend. I think it's because you see how rare it is to come by, and it's even if, let's say, I met someone that was more attractive, which is hard because I'm very attractive.
I'm not the sexiest man on earth.
I'm attracted to you.
Okay, I'm fine to you. That's subjective. I appreciate it. You fine to me too. But yeah, okay, continue your point.
You say I'm fine, normal?
No, fine, you sexy.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Don't play me. Don't let her play. Don't. I be doing all kind of stuff to this woman that shows that I think that she's a 10. Okay?
Anyways, if I met someone that was more attractive or made me laugh more, if we were going through a hard time and there was somebody that was oh, hey, which, keep in mind, has never happened. Yeah. But if it was if we were in a different relationship, the thing that's holding me down is the fact that this is so rare to find. A real best friend is so rare to find. And even when we were dating before I met him, like when I was dating other people, that's something that I could never find. Like I dated a lot of other people before him, and it was just like,
you cool, but
like you're attractive, or like, oh, you're funny, you know how to dress, like we have some things in common, we like the same music, like we have the same style, but this is not my best friend. This isn't the person that like I can just sit to and talk to for hours.
Be vulnerable with, like, for real. That's what it really is being vulnerable. No, like that's the first thing we did when we got together. It was like the things that I was embarrassed to admit to other people about, like my household and how I was brought up and like how I feel about those things, like the things that you feel like you would be weak, you would look weak for, like you feel like those people would judge you and be like, this person is weak, or this person is lame for even feeling that way about this situation, or they're talking about themselves too much. Like we literally opened up to each other and we're just like, wow, like you're listening to me right now. And for the first time I really feel hurt.
It wasn't forced. That's the thing. It wasn't like, let me try and be vulnerable with this person. It just like
no love bombs.
No,
it was just
flowed.
Like we talking.
It just literally flowed. It's like, and again, it's rare to find, but like when you meet a person and you're just like, dang, I can have like a really cool conversation with this person.
That was it.
And then they continue to not show you any red flags. That's a big key too.
That's it.
And you're just like, wait a second, like I can talk to this person about whatever. Like I could fart in front of this person. I could burp in front of this person. I could do something that's super embarrassing, and they're not going to judge me. They're just going to laugh along with me or cry along with me, whatever. And I think everyone goes through hard times in their life and in their relationships. And the key is, like, we've gone through hard times together in our lives and in our relationships
our
together.
Individual lives and our lives together, we have, like, some serious stuff. And, like, those are the moments when a lot of people walk out, or if they don't walk out, it's like you feel a cold shoulder in those moments, and it's just like,
because
damn,
like,
that was where's my friend at? Like, that's the moment I'm looking for it, and you don't want to feel like needy in those times. You feel like a lot of times in this like era, we feel like individualists, so we feel like I should be like going through certain things by myself, and I don't want to burden anybody. But as soon as you get vulnerable and try to tell the person that you really want to open up to about those things, and they give you the cold shoulder, it makes you cold to the world in general.
And it might not even be, I'll say, cold shoulder, but sometimes it's just like,
it's stale.
It's
stale.
like,
that's what I really mean. It's like, I'm not really, I had a guy friend that I thought was my friend, and he did that when I was grieving the loss of my mother, and that totally like severed the relationship. I'm like, this nigga don't care about me. And so it's like, but she's never done that to me. She's never done that through, like, every time that I felt something, even if she never lived it at all, she was there to take it on and be empathetic and actually feel it in that moment. And would you say I was the same way with you?
Yes.
Same thing. So it's like that solidified it, because you got the person here who is the beautiful avatar that you see, and then you got the inside that really cares about you, has the heart for you, and really like opens up their ears to be like, I'm gonna be here with you, and I'm gonna give you my time, my energy, and even my money, like everything. Like she literally poured into my life when I was at the lowest moments, when she had met me, and so forth. Like, and it's the same thing for her. Like we really just reciprocate that same energy, and that's how we know no matter what we go through, we are here. We don't even have like deep conversations about like basically projecting onto each other, like, if you did this to me, I would be very hurt. We used to say certain things like that in the beginning of the relationship to try to test it out. But right now we don't talk about that, because we know we've been through so much already, and that's what you need.
He wouldn't dog me out. Like, he's just not gonna
I'm not ever. I'm not gonna do it behind her back, and I'm not going to do things in front of her that make her question what kind of man that I am in her life.
And if I ever feel like that and I bring it up to him,
but
like, if I ever have felt, not like you've dogged me out or anything, but like if I've ever just felt like, ooh, I'm uncomfortable with something, I bring it up to him and we discuss it, and he wants to resolve it because he doesn't want me to feel that way. He's gotten frustrated at himself before because he wants to resolve it and make sure that like he doesn't make me feel that way.
Right.
And that's just like when you know, like, wow, this person really cares about me, because they're getting frustrated or upset that I'm feeling a certain way. Like, that's how you really know. Like, it's not, I'm upset because you're putting me in this situation now to where I have to like figure things. No, it's, I'm upset because I'm making you feel that way and I feel awful about it.
Yeah, this is my best friend, bro. Like, when I hurt you, I hurt me. Even if I'm frustrated and I feel like you're attacking me individually or something like that, or misunderstanding me, whatever I, put out there towards you, if I'm yelling at you or anything like that, or I say something slick to you, at the beginning of the day, it's a gun that I shot, and then the bullet bounced back and it hit me. So it's like, I'm bleeding too at this moment. I see you're hurt, I'm hurt, and I'm just like, let's patch this up, and vice versa. So it's like, let's go back to this individual that's watching right here, for best friendship, what do you feel that this person needs to know when they're out in the dating scene, looking, and not even just like looking in a thirsty way, like who's going to be my next person, but just basically like what to scan for in their environment to understand what's the difference between a man or a woman that is literally not a good potential partner because they don't have that fundamental or foundational element of a friend, of true friend, versus those that actually do.
I would say don't be afraid to get deep. Don't be afraid to put your vulnerabilities on the line.
Should they do that like immediately when they talk to people? Or
I wouldn't say immediately, but when the occasion arises, I feel like we often have our guards up because we don't want to scare this person away, or we don't want to cause friction early on. But it's like when you do that naturally, when things just start to happen. Like I remember I was talking to this one girl, and she had said something about her dad, and she had never said anything about her dad before. And I was like, oh, where is your dad? Automatically a wall went up. Just automatically a
from
wall
her. She just put a wall up. Oh, okay.
Just right away from
her. It was
her.
like, I don't want you to know no more.
Yeah,
okay.
And it's just like I could have been afraid to ask her, like, ooh, she's never talked about her dad. Let me not say, but I'm just not that type of person. So it's like, I want to know, are you going to get deep with me? And I saw at that point, okay, she's not going to get deep with me. So then I know, like, this isn't someone that I can have a deep relationship with because she's not willing to get deep with me. And it wasn't like that was our first conversation. We had several conversations before that. And then she had just brought him up. And I was like, oh, naturally.
It's an opportunity, like, just to talk about some normal stuff.
You might feel like, ooh, let me not mention that because she's never talked about her dad before. Let me just leave it alone. I don't want to, cause any rifts. And it's just like, that's not going to do you any good because now you're stuck at surface level. At least now I know, cool, let me put her in the surface level friendship box.
Right.
That's like an acquaintance, not a friendship. And then I know I can't pursue anything deep with her, and that's it.
Okay, I got a question then. Another question on top of that. So based off of, I don't know if you watched Love is Blind before, but if you have, I'm sure you have. But there's so many moments that I'll see on that show where people are being very vulnerable in the pod. And like, some people love bomb, but let's say the ones that are not love bombing right now, they're just naturally having a conversation. It seems like they're hitting it off and everything is going good in that pod, but then they either get to the end where it's almost time for them to engage, or they get past that part and they go to the little like resort, the villa place. And then when they're talking there, they realize, or we realize as the spectators, me and you, from our mature standpoint, oh, these aren't besties. But they had good moments of vulnerability, but they're not like this. What solidifies that right there is what I'm trying to get at.
I think that they overlook the red flags. I think that even there, you can see as a viewer, like, no, there's some, and those people are so desperate for love, and not in a mean way either, just they really, really want to have love. So it's not even like intentional love bombing, but I think that they get so comfortable in the pods, they're drinking, nobody can see each other. So it's just like, I'm talking to a wall. Like I can say whatever I need to say, but then they're not looking at the red flags. They're getting too comfortable to the point where they're not observing like, this person wants kids. I hate kids. Like,
don't you feel like people do that in the real world outside of the pod too? I feel like it's the same exact thing. They're just obviously they're behind a wall, so they're like really spilling, but it's the same pattern, right? Okay, so expound on that some more.
I think it's funny. It's like an interview.
I'm asking the questions for you. I'm the devil's advocate playing for you right now. Like we don't, but I'm talking for you on your behalf right now because this is the expert right here. So let's go.
I just feel like even in real relationships, everybody gets super excited to meet somebody and you're like, dang, I'm hitting it off. Nobody likes the whole starting over. What's your favorite color? Like, nobody likes that whole
You like dogs, cats? I mean, that is kind of important, I guess, but still.
Nobody likes it. Everybody wants to get somewhat deep. As far as how far you want to go, it doesn't matter. I don't know, but nobody wants to keep on going through the intro
small
phase
talk.
over and over.
I want to talk about the real stuff. I want to see if I want to test this out. I want to feel heard right now. Are you the one to listen?
Exactly. So I feel like they get to those points and then it's like, this could be a red flag, but I've already had so many cool conversations with this person. It's okay. Or not even a red flag, but yellow flags that are just like, oh, this person really loves to go to Comic-Con. And I don't like that at all. That's a yellow flag. That's fine, but it's not, because it comes with like a whole lifestyle. And then it's like when you guys are in a relationship, they could be like, I'm traveling to Comic-Con this week and this week and this week and this week, and you're just like, okay, well, I actually don't want to go. And then those weeks you're not with that person because you're just separated.
It's the sports thing, or like how even if you're at home with the person and they love sports, right? If the dude loves sports and he's watching Sunday football and he's watching all the other stuff that niggas be watching on TV when they like are watching ESPN, and they're literally like, this is my day today. I've seen that so many times. You've seen it, right? This is my day. Like literally,
your little chair and everything.
Like, what about your time with your girl? And it's
Sundays
just like all the other days I spend
Sundays
with her. This is my day. If she don't love sports, then she's not having a good time with you. And then if you want to talk about it and yap about it with your friends and all that other stuff, it's a whole separate life that you're living that has nothing to do with her. And it's fine to have your individual lives. I have a whole passion that I have. She has a whole one, and we don't really fully relate in those areas. But at the same time, we actually do enjoy these things. I take care of my health. She's a holistic healer. I love to learn about health, but not as deep as she does. But when she's doing that stuff, when she's like spending her time learning about holistic health and has a lot to like tell me, when she tells me, I still am interested. It's not my thing, but I'm still interested, and vice versa. She's a consumer of art. I'm a creator of it. When I'm creating and I'm talking to her about the deeper layers of it, I nerd out, and then she's able to still be like, that's really cool, and understand it, even though we don't live that lifestyle completely.
Could you see yourself without this person going to, like, for example, me, going to
some kind of art thing, like
some type
like
of
a real art
or
show.
For him, going to some type of health convention. It's like, easily.
Or like we got a vegan spot up the street. Like if we weren't together and we both lived in this town right here, we could easily be meeting at that place and fall in love there because we both, like that stuff. But she's deeper into it than I am.
So like, to get back to the question, the thing that most people, I think, just aren't willing to accept, I guess, is the red and yellow flags. They think those, especially I feel like the yellow ones, like the red ones, sometimes people are like, okay, no.
Only dummies like really settle for the red flag. I'm not saying you dumb, but like it's really like, he is a misogynist. Like, bro actually hates women and you're still with, like, come on. Like, but yellow flags.
I think the yellow flags, for some reason, people don't, I think it's just green or red that they see.
Do you think that is because they think that they can convert that person to green?
I don't know if they think that they can convert them to green. I think that they don't think that's a big deal. Like, I think if you meet somebody, like, I've dated several people who like sports and I'm not into sports. And it's just like, that's just what they do. They're into sports, okay? But it's like, I really don't like this. Like, I've been to like sports parties with my boyfriend before, and I'm just like, I hate this. Like,
so it's really it's a matter of culture, subculture, culture. So. It is. It's like you need to be some kind of a consumer here that really enjoys this on your own, and then we're able to thrive in these places together. And even if we're at home, like, for us, we like the same films. We see that that's a big issue when we're talking to her family and stuff like that, and we're trying to watch films together. Her family likes a lot of Disney-fied stuff. If you like Disney-fied stuff, that's fine. Everybody has their own roots.
And I like certain Disney movies. He likes certain Disney movies, but it's
I love certain ones.
Not like the corny Disney-fied, like Avengers. Is that Disney? Is Avengers Disney?
Yeah, that's all the Marvel is. Like, I can't take it.
All that.
We don't like it. We want to see like something that's really deep and makes you like psychologically. And we had
friends who made us. Well, they didn't make us, but they asked us to go to the Avengers movie. Remember?
Yeah, I was like, bro, I had so much to say afterwards. I was like, it had no story. It was trash. And he looked at me like, I was like, bro, I can't. But you got to be honest like that when you're actually talking to somebody. See, I'm honest when it comes to people that I interact with, and I'm trying to like find common ground with, because if you're liking this stuff and then I'm pretending like I like it in those moments, then I'm ignoring those yellow flags. Like, it doesn't make you a bad person because you have yellow flags. It just means that we literally are not compatible, bro. We're not.
People are so willing to settle for those yellow flags because they don't even think that that's a problem, and then it comes up later in the relationship in a weird way with like, it's like, you're not spending enough time with me, you're always doing sports, or like, not like, what's that theory? It's called like the bird theory or something. Where it's like somebody shows somebody something that's important to them, and they're just like that's lame.
Yeah. Like, it's just a stale. It's a stale response.
That's a yellow flag. That
hurts.
Literally what it is.
That hurts people.
That's a yellow flag.
So, like, if for example, me and her, this is our third time watching Game of Thrones. So literally we're on the first season right now, third time, and we both are sitting there like, yes, really loving what we're watching right now.
We're just talking about it.
If you are with somebody and they're just like, you're watching Game of Thrones again? And it takes an hour and you might watch 2 episodes tonight, so that's 2 hours, like that's a problem in a relationship. And there's so many things.
Other things that we watch that are different. Like I like romantic movies. He likes anime movies and things like that, but he'll also still dip his toe into the romantic movies sometimes, and I'll dip my toe into the animes because I think it's the foundation is there still that's like we like the same things foundationally.
It's the same taste. Like no matter what genre, it's the same taste. It's down to our food choices, our movie choices, our clothes, all that stuff, our music choices. Like when we're all in the car together, like her and even our daughter, like obviously she's gonna like the same stuff as us, but like you could see that blend. Like she likes a lot of really girly things that are like really soft and sentimental, or older like jazzy stuff. And then I enjoy that stuff too, and I really do, but I am also in another bag a lot of times. And then when we meet together to play music in the car, we're both actually like, she listens to Schoolboy Q because of me. That is gangster music. That is gangster LA music. That is very niche. But she's in the car and she really enjoys it when I want to listen to that type of music.
For my friends before too.
Yes.
It's just like, wait, you're listening to this, but I like it. I genuinely like, or Vince Staples.
Yes.
What's that song?
Yeah, North North. Yeah, that's an old one. That's like, yes, that is literally like, she gets it. So it's like your person, to go back to what we're saying about best friends, they need to get it. Like when they understand that this is like, they need to get it automatically. Like as soon as they see it in you, it's like, oh yeah, me too. Or if they haven't explored that before,
you show it to
they're
them,
like, what is that?
What is that? Yeah.
I've never been introduced to that. We did that so like it was so many things in the beginning of our relationship. Say it again?
Dating intentionally.
Dating intentionally, yes.
Yeah, dating intentionally, saying like to yourself, one, getting to know yourself. Like, are you an NPC? Or do you have some depth to you? And if you do have some depth, everyone does, but are you comfortable with looking at your depth and saying, okay, these are the things that I really like. I like to knit hats for baby dolls. I don't know, something weird. Like, just like, But if you like to do that, I just made it up. I don't know. I don't know if anybody knits hats for baby dolls.
Somebody do. I'm about to go look it up after this.
Somebody on here is watching saying, I knit hats for baby dolls. If that is you, then be honest with yourself and say, I like to knit hats for baby dolls. And when you're talking to someone and they're saying like, what are your interests? Don't be like, oh, going to the beach, going shopping, blah, blah, blah.
Coffee,
oh my God. Walks in the park.
Yeah. That's like an insider. She's on this app right now for women, and they literally just talk about coffee on the app. Like mothers are supposed to be meeting up and finding like best friendship, and they're just talking about how they love coffee and taking walks.
Don't say you love coffee.
Like,
everyone
that's not your
needs
identity.
Coffee, okay?
Who are you?
Do you love water? Like, come on. I'm not trying to be mean, but go deep and figure out what makes you you.
Yeah.
Decide on those things and say, this is really something I really enjoy. Whatever it is, talk to certain people when you're talking and say like, do you like this? Have you ever heard of this? What do you like? What do you like to do with your day? What makes you happy? Like really dive in deep and then start to see if they'll get vulnerable with you and share the same things that you share. Yeah. Or if they don't share them, are they interested? Are they super interested in knitting hats for
baby dolls? Yes. Hold on. We got food that we need to get right now, so all right, we got our food. So basically, the next part that we want to talk about is taking those yellow flags, right, that you have. The things that you absolutely are just like, nah, like I'm not cool with this. Like this is not something that I enjoy. Yeah. This is not something that I can ever build on. And basically write those things out so that, like, when's the last time you ever put that on paper? I bet it's never. Like I never even have.
I was about to say I haven't.
Even though we have each other, we just naturally kind of did this. We got very very lucky, and we started to understand this stuff like as we were together, like why people are not the way that we are. We're just like, why is our relationship so good, and why does everybody see that?
Yeah.
Are we really that different? I felt gaslit by the community. I knew what I had, but I still felt gaslit. Like y'all ain't got that. Because I'm talking about married people. We were around a lot of married people, and they didn't have that. We've seen so many breakups, like real divorces, real engagements called off completely, and real breakups between couples that have been together long term. And so I'm like, what is it? And so we got to that point where we saw, the yellow flag stuff, and that's like one of the main things, the best friendship thing. I'm like, they're not besties. They would never do that to each other if they were besties. I'm talking about like some of the most horrible things down to subtle things. Like, what is that? Like, how I could never do that to this person. So I want you to write down the yellow flags. Can you tell them why and stuff? Or can you break that down for them?
Yeah, just if you write down the yellow flags, then you're going to be more intentional when you're dating. Like I said before, be intentional, but how, right? So how, writing down the yellow flags, and if you're talking to someone and they're just like, I love sports, and you're like, I already know that's something that just I don't get down with.
Like, how much do you love sports? Like, a lot?
Like,
what kind of sports?
Like you go to the games and stuff? Like, okay, then you already know. Instead of saying, oh, okay, I just don't like sports, but that's okay. Say, oh, okay, that's cool. Done. Like, that's it. Like,
I can't take, like, if that's something that really doesn't bother you, you're like, yeah, no, that's cool. But you be honest with yourself, because a lot of girls will think that they have to impress a man by liking sports, and it's like, no, if you really don't get down with sports, don't tell him that you do.
Hate them, but like, do you actually really enjoy them?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy putting on the like paraphernalia, you know, and like really going to the games? If you don't, and you meet someone who really does enjoy doing that stuff, then that's not the person for you. And you're being selfish.
Can I say one thing about that?
Oh, go ahead.
They are spending money on that. They're spending money and a lot of time on that. So if you are not willing to allow them to spend that money and time, which is going to be your money and time as well, you need to realize when you get together, you could, right now, it seems like our individual lives. But when you get together, as soon as you get together, it's both of you guys' time. Even if you say like, this is my money over here, this is your money. No, it's you guys' money. And now they're spending it in this way.
Because the man's still investing in you,
like,
right?
Period. So,
come on.
Like, you literally need to figure out if that yellow flag is like it for you. Like, this is not something that I can continue on with in a relationship. I didn't like it in my past ones. I don't like seeing other people, do that in their relationships. That will bother me if I was in their shoes. Go ahead and say what you're going to say, please.
I was just going to say you are being selfish at the end of the day.
How so?
Because that person really enjoys it, you know? And so, like, when you are with someone who doesn't enjoy it, like, if I was talking to you about health and, like, you were just like, like the bird theory again, right? That makes me feel a certain way if that happened.
Yeah,
and
it
that
hurts,
would
huh?
be the same. Yeah. And so then it's like you're being selfish because you now have gotten this information. So now you know, right?
Yeah.
Before you didn't know, but now you know. So now since you do know, don't be selfish and take joy away from someone, because when you're with someone, you want to share that joy.
Yeah.
So don't take joy away from someone from what they love to do just because you're like, I like the way he looks, or I like the money.
That's really what it is. It's the looks that will make people do that, or the success.
Like, it's like whatever is that main thing. It's like, I like this though, so like I'm okay with the other things, or he makes me laugh. Whatever is your thing that's just like, he's really, really cool, but I don't like sports. You're being selfish. Yeah. You're being selfish.
That's so right. Like, I remember being with certain people and they just didn't like the things that I liked, and they didn't verbalize it too much. But it was just like, when it was time for us to really like just have fun and really kind of open up our childlike selves to that person. Because that's where the things that you like, that's where the child exists. Yeah. So it's like when the child is trying to be free and play and stuff like that, and the person isn't there to play with them, and it's just stale, you just feel lonely. And it's like, why am I even dating? Like, why? That I literally am dating in order to feel fulfilled in this area.
Now that person and you, because it could be the same thing, you like certain things that they're not happy about or super excited about. Now you guys are still both searching for somebody.
That's it.
To fill that area.
Somebody gonna cheat. Somebody gonna cheat.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and it could be she's not as cute, she's not as girly, she's not whatever you think you bring to the table, but she likes.
She got
this.
that. She go to Comic-Con, nigga, she dress up.
Exactly. And it's like, I don't really care because we connect on this level. All those things that are like surfacey, those aren't the things that really matter once you get into the relationship. Yeah,
that really is so true. And I think like that is where, like, think about it. Kids, we form best friendships because we're just playing, you know? And like, when, like, I've had friends that I considered my best friend as a little kid, but then you grow up and you grow out of that stuff. And then there's, or you kind of like, you try to find yourself as a teenager. So then you don't have that same thing. Or if you're a teenager with a best friend, you grow out of that stuff as you grow into an adult, and for whatever reasons. And it's like, that thing was a thing that was kind of holding you guys together for real. And if you guys kept exploring that stuff and got more deeper into it unapologetically because you weren't pressured by society, maybe you guys would still be friends. Maybe you let it go. But when it comes to your relationships, like, both people really are looking for that and don't understand that. Like, who's really the person out here that gets the things that I get, and they live that same lifestyle. Like they're really about that. Okay, so what we want you to do now is to expound on your green flags. Like write those down. I bet you haven't wrote those down either. I want you to realize that you are a specific type of person that likes very specific type of things, and those things are foundational
so not
to
green
friendship.
Flags like he has money, or green flags like he's attractive and he has great style.
You can have standards, but I mean, like, don't be shallow. We're not talking about that right now.
The flag.
That's not the core of like who you are. That's like external, like worldly stuff. We're not talking about that. Like, if the world went to crap today, if an atomic bomb hit this country right now, or wherever you're at, if something hit and everything was desolate and you're with this person, what do you guys enjoy? What can you, like me and her, we literally say this all the time. We can sit down inside of a cave together, an empty room together, and we can be in jail together, right? And we can still find ways to have fun. Yeah, we could. I wouldn't be happy about like the entire situation. No, I want to get her out of it. But happy that we're happy that
with me.
Yeah, it's me, it's with me. So we could crack a lot of jokes together. We can figure out little games to create and play together because we like the same things. So what do you like at the core of who you are? What do you like? I want you to expound on those things with yourself. Can you take that away too, please?
Yeah, it's just, at the end of the day, you have your yellow flags, cool. But you also need the green ones so that you know when you're talking to someone, you already have it down. Like, and you don't have to memorize these things because you know them.
Yeah,
but
it's natural.
good just to see it.
Yeah.
And once you see it, then you can go out and be like, oh my gosh, that's right.
Yeah.
The baby hat.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
literally
great.
Yeah.
I forgot about
or
the
when
baby
I
hat.
bring that up to you, my baby hat, my version of baby hat, you're like,
Yes.
tell me more. What's going on? What is that?
You make clothes for miniature figurines. I make baby hats.
Yeah,
And just
literally.
like, you already know right away what you're looking for, and it becomes much easier when you're talking to someone to not waste any time.
Yes. And you're going to feel, again, remember, it's about feeling heard, feeling understood. That's what we all want. We want to feel understood. We want to feel heard at our core. The child inside of us wants to feel that way because a lot of times life has like took that away from us. Our parents have a lot of times. The school system has, and our community has. People make fun of you for those things, or they just won't be like as into it as you. You know what I mean?
I have to get back to those things.
Yeah.
I don't know why you were able to do those things.
Which
still.
one?
Like, you still had a lot of...
I didn't let nobody take it from me, bro. I was like, I grew up really hard. So I'm like, and a lot of people do, and they get it taken away from them. But just me, I guess my personality type, I just am like, you can't take this precious stuff from me. You can't.
Had it taken away, and I had to get back to it. Like, for a while, like when I was young, and I forgot about this completely. Like, my mom said I used to love to dress up all the time. Like, that was my thing. I love to dress up. I love to accessorize. But then as I got older, my mom, she's not into fashion. So that wasn't something that like I even grew into. And then somehow in high school, I got it back, and I was just like, I love fashion.
Yeah.
But if I had just continued on that path, who knows who I could have met during that time frame who also loved fashion because I was really into fashion. That's just not something. And then when I met him, I started to see even more because he inspired me with the things that he liked to do. And it's just like, whoa, you like to do those things. That's so cool. I need to get back to like who I was as a child and what did I really love to do. Like, because those are the things I love to do.
Yeah. It's what you enjoy from me when you had first met me is how unapologetically authentic I was with that stuff.
You're so
because
modest.
I'm serious. I'm
that is
unapologetically
very true.
authentic with those things, and she would say that. Like, she wouldn't use those exact words, but she would basically say like, I enjoyed that. Like, she met me through a music video that she watched, and she says in the music video, you walking around the way that you were and just carrying yourself the way you were, expressing yourself, all that. Like, the way I was doing it, I just did not care. I was talking about what I wanted to talk about, all that. And so it's like
up against the trees, like.
Well, that sound freaky.
No.
He was up against the trees, and he was just, I wasn't doing all that. But I was having fun. I was being me. And she understood. This is my main point. 2,000 miles away, watching through YouTube, she saw my authentic nature and was like, oh yeah, like, I like that.
Yes.
And she went and she followed me on Twitter. And so that's part of our story. I told you I'll tell a little bit of it right now. So she met me on Twitter. We met each other on Twitter. I reached out and I told her how pretty she is because, I mean, look at the face. So I was like, okay, I got to have this. But the main reason why is because at our foundation, our belief system, our culture, all that stuff, as we started peeling back the layers when we were talking just on the phone and stuff, was like, I like that too. I
Yeah.
appreciate that too. You get it. And so me being authentic about those things in my artistic endeavors and stuff like that made her feel like she could express herself more and be happy about that with me. And so then automatically she's that way in the world now because of that. And it's also the same thing with her when it comes to like certain things that she showed me or introduced me to. I'm like, I forgot about that like as a kid. I forgot that I enjoyed that, or I forgot that I'm that type of person that really should like venture into that, because a lot of people kind of made me feel like I should be ashamed about that, or I should just feel weird about even like expressing myself that way. So we both complement each other that way, and now it's us against the world, and always has been since we met. And that's what you need in your partner. That's what you need when you're in your best friend.
I have my last point. The last point that I want to say, since you were just talking about that, don't let anyone. Luckily, we were each other's types. We both have like, you know, multiple types, of course, but he fell into a specific category, and so did I. But don't put anyone in a box or write anybody off just because they're not to the T exactly what you normally look for. Because that could end up being your person. And I'm not saying settle for somebody who you're not attracted to, obviously, no. But if it's like, oh, he wears Sperry's, I don't know, something weird.
Wait, what are Sperry's?
Those are those dock shoes, you remember?
Oh, yeah, the boats.
Yeah,
the boat shoes,
people still wear those, I think.
Okay.
But
I'm sorry if you wear boat shoes. There's nothing wrong with boat shoes.
No, it's just not my.
It's not our thing. It's
or
not.
He wears Jordans. I'll say something like that.
I don't, but yeah.
Where it's just like, he wears Jordans with every outfit. Like, what the heck? That
you could help him not wear the Jordans.
That
no
shouldn't
more.
Be something that like writes it off. Or he has glasses.
Or remember my stupid little brown jacket?
Oh man,
I had a horrible brown jacket. I mean, I was poor, so it just was. But I still chose that jacket.
So cool.
I didn't think it was the coolest thing. I just thought it was cool. I really was just
did.
confused. I was like, I thought this is a cool little casual jacket, and she was just like, "Don't wear that no more."
He looked like, you know, that Polo Assassin, the teddy bear that they have.
No, stop. Oh, the one with his hands in the pocket where he's like chilling against a car or something like that. Yeah, stop playing.
It might be just Polo, but whoever it is, Ralph Lauren.
I'm putting it in the editing.
He looks.
Yeah, him. Yeah, okay. Yeah, flame me. She's right though. She was right because I took a double take at it.
And I didn't write him off because of his baby bear jacket.
She didn't. And she's wore a lot of stupid things too. And we've talked. I'm not just. I'm not trying to tear you down. She has too. Like, and we both now at this. Yes, you have, because you've laughed at pictures. Yes, you lying. And we now just be like, okay, no, you shouldn't have that. And then we'll be like, okay.
So don't write somebody off just
you
because
can help that
something,
person.
Yeah, it's something small.
They might not be attached to it the way that you think that they are when you first meet them. Yeah, it really might be.
Look at the small things, obviously not the yellow flags, but the small things, and say, okay.
Dang, you need to do that for the girls too then. Because I do it for the men. It's both of us. I'm literally preaching to myself as I'm talking to you. We'll literally look at people's style a little bit and be like, yeah, I don't know. They don't seem like, but it's because we don't want to offend them because we haven't got that close yet. So it's like, if I talk about your clothes, like, is you going to not want to be my, but we should be stepping into the relationship. Like, I can help you improve, friend. So yeah, thank you for even being here so that we could understand that for ourselves.
Thank you.
Yeah, but so again, let's recap one more time. It is best friendship, obviously. This is the topic of the video. And then it's important to be best friends because it's the foundation. It's the foundation.
It's the thing that holds you together.
It is, through those hard times, especially because you will encounter hard times with any of your relationships. Like a real relationship, you're literally going to encounter those hard times, and the person that is your best friend is going to have your best intentions the whole way through.
You guys are going to have fun together. You have fun with your best friend. You enjoy your best friend. It's the best thing.
The best memories are here. Like, all of my best memories, even the ones that are not, like, I document a lot of stuff, but the ones that are not documented, that are all up here, like, those are the things that I treasure the most out of everything in life. Like, if I dropped all of my endeavors and all of that stuff, my time with this person right here is everything to me.
That's so sweet.
It is everything. So it's like, you have to aspire to have that. Don't settle for just having a relationship because you're lonely right now. Don't settle because you want to just like look cute. Lonely
again.
Yeah, don't.
I promise.
Don't do it. You will, and you'll actually lose a piece of yourself when you've given yourself over to somebody like that again. You have no time for that. I don't care how old you are right now. You could be a teenager watching this. You could be an old woman or man watching this. Like, anything in between that. Don't settle for somebody that is not your bestie. Scan for a bestie out there as you're in the dating scene, and this will allow you to not get hurt the same way that you've gotten hurt before. Or just like the way you felt not understood and not heard. I never want you to experience that. So yeah, that's today's
number
video.
2. No, number 3. Write the list.
The green, yes,
Write
the yellow and the green.
And the green list.
Yes.
Before we let you guys go, write those.
Yes. Wait, what? What is? You did like
No,
whatever number it was.
It's 4 points.
Was it 4 points?
Yes.
We don't even go. This stuff is not scripted. We're just talking to you. You're here with us in
4
our house
points.
right now, talking to us. So
I know
yeah,
you counted 4. You counted 4.
Alright, you could be right. I don't really. Yeah, just follow what we said, and I promise you'll get success in this area.
Yes.
All right. Peace.